Hello everyone, it's Nady, and today we're testing out one of the lowest rated foundations. As you beautiful people know, this is about the products and not the people behind them. Any tip you may have with them, please cast it away because this is a channel of positive energy. Okay? Thank you. Oh, you beautiful sassy queens, how you doing today? I hope wherever you're at in the world, you are having a great day so far. I'm doing really good. I'm kind of excited for this, although a little bit scared. The product in question is called Era Black Foundation Cover Fit. This says it's weightless cover fit liquid foundation. I'm not quite sure what that means. But when I googled lowest rated makeup, this actually popped right up, and I was super curious because this says it's black foundation. I was like, oh yay, we're all inclusive here. Not so much. First of all, I read about this in an Allure article. This is a Korean beauty brand that only recently started selling in other countries. I guess mainly through Amazon, and so when I checked them out on Amazon, holy shit, the ratings were terrible. And even though they incessantly label this as black foundation, there's 12 shades of vanilla pudding. And that is all. Which, being a K-beauty brand, that does make sense. Typically, they do cater to light shades, but the name just really fucking confused me. It turns out that I believe one of the Blackpink members owns this, or started this, or collabed with them, or something to do with Blackpink. I don't listen to them, so I'm not quite sure. Don't come for me. In the Allure article, they did say that they were going to expand their shade range, and I'm hoping that that means that now that they're in other countries, they'll go deeper. But their packaging is freaking amazing. Go to the Era Amazon store. Oh my god, it is beautiful. Like, their lipstick tubes are so cool. Korean beauty has some of the coolest products and packaging ever. It's definitely worth a look. And the shade that I got online, it looked like it would work for me, but I kind of have doubts. But this is the shade 21N1 Vanilla, and it had 1 star, mainly because in the display picture, it looks like it's a big ass tube, but it comes in this little teeny tiny like sample thing, and this was $20. I guess for a full-size one, it's $67. Yeah, because that's a lot of fucking money, especially with it being such a limited shade range. Like, if it were that price and they had like 70 different shades to choose from, then I'd be like, okay, well that's why. Like, they have to somehow profit for all of those shades, but no. So let's open this and see if this color will actually work. Oh, that is very light. However, I don't think it's that bad because I do not have a tan right now, and I think with bronzer and everything on, this will be fine. But $20 for this. People have had hemorrhoids bigger than this. Their Amazon store is really kind of weird. Oh my god, their lipsticks are $44 a piece. Even though I clicked to their store from this product, I don't even see this product listed. Okay, so Era does have an actual landing page, but then it takes you to a little bit more sketchy of a page. But their website says this is smooth and matte, soft and hydrated skin from within. What does that mean? Soft and hydrated skin from within. Do they mean like a glow from within? The next sentence is moisturizing ingredients and a soft powder giving a matte finish. Okay, I think we all know what they're trying to say here. Then it also has a 24-hour fit, a formula blending in seamlessly with the skin to build a smooth makeup layer lasting 24 hours. That's pretty impressive. Okay, I'm gonna have to translate the rest of this. It stays true to the color. There's no darkening, which I'm assuming means it's not gonna oxidize on me. Magnet Fit Cover Technology cover for makeup that looks freshly applied all day long without darkening. Again, even if you don't actually end up buying anything from this brand, it is still worth a look because their products do look cool. Their lipsticks kind of look like a Dyson blow dryer, and it is always a funny time to see how they translate their descriptions into English. Anyways, so here we have it. We just get this little tiny thing. They say this is both a concealer and a foundation. It does not have a, oh wait, no, I think it actually might have a smell similar to like shampoo or conditioner. It's very florally, very fresh. They say to take an adequate amount, which is 1 pump. This doesn't have a pump, but to just apply it after your sunscreen or your skincare or whatever. Just gonna go in with a primer. So yeah, let's dive in. To prime today, I'm gonna be going in with the new Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. This one is the blurring one, and I freaking love it. Like, it makes my face so soft. Between this and the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, like, I will be set for primer for life. And I think, why don't we try this with a sponge? This is the new Lunar Boutete sponge. It's just a little bit moist and squishy. And they say 1 pump. Is that like a pump? It does have a fabulous consistency, very reminiscent of a thick concealer. I don't remember what kind of coverage this is supposed to give me, so I guess we'll see. Just kind of pat it here and there and place it everywhere. Oh, wow, that is very, very fragrant. I don't mind the fragrance, but I know a lot of people have sensitivities to fragrances. And let's just blend her around. Here we go. Ooh, my. The first thing that I'm noticing is that it is very, very matte. It's not like overly matte, but it is really adding a lot of dryness to my skin, or more so enhancing the dryness to my skin. And it's almost like it's just sitting on top of my face rather than blending in. I think I might actually need to go in with a little bit more because that didn't really spread over everything. But at the same time, I like don't want to go in with more because that really did add a lot of texture to my skin. Actually, I didn't really get much on this side. So on this side, I'm gonna blend it out with a brush. There's nothing wrong with that sponge, but I do want to see if maybe we could get this to look better. Don't really know what I was expecting. This is a lowest rated item. Okay, so let's just buff it in right there, and I'm gonna kind of stipple it and work it in circular motions. Hopefully that smell does disappear here very quickly, it smells like a funeral home. Like a bunch of florals and way too many perfumes combined, but still kind of comforting at the same time. Okay, so while we're blending this out, let's go ahead and pull up the match-o-meter. I'm sure we are probably getting a good bit of flashback with these lights, but in person, it's probably only like 2 shades off. So this really isn't that bad. Like, do I look a little bit sickly? Absolutely. But I don't know that that's because of the foundation. I would probably say that this is like a 7.5 or maybe an 8. I don't know. What do you think? But I am kind of noticing that as I have it on, some of my redness is starting to peek through in areas, and it's a little bit splotchy, but no, I'm really not mad about this. This does, however, very quickly sink into fine lines. It's very, very drying. I probably should have gone in with like a super hydrating moisturizer before this, which I did a couple hours ago, but I think this needed one like directly before application. But even so, I don't think it's too terrible. What do you think? Yes? No? To get kind of like light medium coverage, I did have to go in with 2 pretty generous squirts. So if somebody were to actually use this as a foundation, I don't think they could make this last a full month. And this little tube was $20. This was the only shade that was $20. The rest of them were twice this size and $67. So almost $70 for 2 months of foundation. That does not seem like a good deal to me, especially when it just looks okay. If you did have super hydrated skin and you wanted like a minimal coverage, I do think you probably would really like this. But does it beat my Maybelline Fit Me? Fuck to the no. So I don't exactly know what to use as concealer because this is so light. Also, I just noticed that this shade is almost directly in the middle of the shade range. So it goes a little bit lighter and a little bit darker than this. That's all. I could see the deepest one, which is tan, working for a lot of people who do have deeper complexions, just as like a concealer and a highlight. That would probably be beautiful, and I do think you would be able to build the coverage up to get it to be concealer quality. But this has an uncanny knack of finding any fine line that I didn't even know I had and just accentuating the fuck out of it, like on my forehead, underneath my eyes, right in between my eyes, literally everywhere. Oh my god, my nose. I guess I must have like acne scars on my nose that I didn't even realize I had. Can you see that? I gotta whisper because we're close to the microphone, but do you see how it is just like creating cavernous holes in my pores? And my forehead makes me look like I'm 30 years older. Okay, so maybe I'm not enjoying this quite as much as I thought I was. Let's see if I can like stipple this into my nose caverns. No, ma'am. Give me just a fucking second because I don't even know if I want to apply more makeup over this. Let's do a natural light test. Hold on. Hey, I love studio lights, but they lie like a politician. Okay, so now we can see this in natural light. Oh my god, I'm so white. Oh my fucking hell. Look at this. Look at around my nose. I cannot blend that in at all. Like, I take good care of my nose too. I do those strips. I do like a little sucky thingy. I do masks on it. But like underneath my eyes, look at my forehead. Oh, geez. It's like whatever undertone this has is really accentuating the blueness under my eyes and is not helping the redness in my skin. That makes me really sad because if we look where my skin doesn't have the little fine wrinkles, it does look quite pretty. And from a little bit of a distance, other than the paleness, it does look decent. Oh, mama, I don't even know if like concealer would help this. I mean, now that you've seen it up close before I put anything else on, I kind of want to try. Do we see how big of a difference these studio lights make for this? Oh my goodness. I don't think I even own concealers that are lighter than this. The lightest one that I have is this ColourPop Pretty Fresh one. We'll try it. And I'm gonna go in pretty lightly, but a little more heavy than I normally would, only because I need this to be able to melt the foundation around my fine lines and blend out. Oh gosh. Okay. If a concealer can't solve all your problems, honey, it is hopeless. Ooh, you know what? That is actually helping. This is still hella fucking dry around my nose, around my little dry bits. I have a few little acne monsters right down there, and it is really accentuating the dryness around it. And really, most products I use do that, so I'm not that surprised. Oh, and these started playing together so nicely, but I think it just went over that foundation. It didn't really melt it. So now I'm just like caking concealer over those really deep set wrinkles that I didn't even know I had. Like, I have not earned those yet. And fuck, I really should not add any more dryness to my skin, but I can already see my under eyes starting to wrinkle up even worse, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit of translucent powder and just set it under here and set my whole face with it. Hopefully that'll stop all of the creasing in its tracks. I'm so bummed because it really did start off quite pretty-ish. I don't think there was ever a point where I was like, oh yeah, I definitely recommend this stuff. But at this point, I really don't know who this would be for unless you have almost perfect skin. But after adding that powder, I don't think it's any worse. It might be a little bit better, in fact, but still not that great. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I am gonna do a wear time test with this. I'm sure I'll come back with 2 separate eyes, but I do want to give this the day and see how she wears. So this is what we look like. Under these lights, I do think it looks really pretty, but in person, trust me, it does not look that great. It's very, very aging. It's super mattifying. It really added a lot of texture to my skin, but from a distance, it actually does look pretty decent. But this shit is certainly not 4K friendly, which is what we film in. Make sure your quality is turned all the way up so you can see all this nasty goodness. I'm curious to see how once the rest of my face is on, like my contour and blush and all that jizzy jazz, how this'll look. Kind of like how liner and lashes can fix almost any eye look, contour and bronzer and blush really do help with a fucked up foundation. But I can tell you right now, unless your skin is super hydrated, it's not porous, it's fine line free, it's basically perfect, you're not gonna like this foundation. And if you do like this foundation, please let me know how you made it work. But yes, I'm gonna wear this for the day. I will see you in just a second. All right, it is the end of my day. I am so fucking ready to take this off. Although I will say, just like I thought, putting contour, bronzer, and blush and all that shit on definitely helped. Hold on, let's open this up a little bit more. This definitely did kind of creep into my fine lines and settle there permanently, but I wouldn't say it's any worse than any other foundation would be at the end of the day. Like, as a whole, this honestly doesn't look too bad. But is this something that I would ever recommend? No. I don't want to have to depend on other products just to get this to work, and it really did, like, instantly look cakey and dry and old on my skin. Plus, I never noticed how patchy it was. Like, do we see this little strip of missing foundation there? Some on my lips is just everywhere. So yeah, this definitely isn't the worst foundation that we've ever tested on this channel, but it doesn't come close to anything that I would really recommend to probably anybody, especially for the price. Like, 20 bucks for that tiny ass tube is ridiculous, and $67 for a tube twice the size is straight up bullfuckery. I am just not in love. I am curious though to see how it looks under the studio lights, so let's head back that way. See, this bitch is confusing as hell because it really does look good under all of these lights, so maybe if you work in a fluorescent lit office, then it'd be good. But still, for the price, like, it ain't worth it. Oh my god, it really is sinking into my lines. What do we think? That glow is beautiful. I do think that after everything, this does look very similar to how my drugstore foundations look. Hold on, let's go a little lower. There we go. Like, it's pretty, but it's dry. It has decent coverage, but it kind of makes me look old. The price is fucking ridiculous. So do I recommend this? No. Do I think it's worth the price? Hell to the no. Do I think this deserves like 1 star though? I wouldn't say that. This is probably like 1.5 stars. But in all realness, this could work for some people, so I don't think it deserves like a negative star. But like I've said, if you have many flaws to your skin, you probably won't love this, but who knows, maybe mixed with a moisturizer, this could be bomb. I don't want to spend $20 or $70 on a foundation just to have to mix it with other products to get it to work when there are so many other standalone foundations that I could use instead. Looks great if you're in a film studio and you're like 8 feet away though. So anyways, my little babies, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. I loved having you, and let me know if you like this kind of series because I could totally turn it into a thing. There are an infinite amount of 1-star products out there begging to be tested, and I really want to try them. I don't know why. It's not like I'm actually going to ever say, oh yeah, this is great, but still, it's just kind of fun to see. Anyways, if you'd like to support me and my channel a little bit more, please feel free to join us over on Patreon. It's patreon.com/poplux. There you get videos a day early, you get Patreon only content, there's lots of lol gold nuggets over there, plus best part, it is cheap, fun, and fancy just like me. And like always, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified anytime I upload a new video. Don't forget my newest collection of highlighters, including Black Ice, which does change from black to white, is available at thepoplux.com. Also, my latest album, Kiss of Fame, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialnady, and you can follow me online at thepoplux.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye!